Alright everybody, let me just show a quick picture the whole stream's working. Make sure it's showing the game, and then we will currently do our intro. Alright, it is working. Alright. Welcome everybody to the stream. Oh my god, brand new account, Black Pot. That's funny. Oh, that's bad sensitivity. Gotta turn that up a little bit. Oh my god, what's wrong with the sensitivity? I actually have to go to 100. Yeah, it's because I'm using it. Wow. So, if you are wondering, it has been a while. I've beaten the game many times, so
than starting
don't
over.
be fooled by this Black Pot.
If you deleted your homework the day before it...
Actually, it pains me to do this, but I'm actually going to turn off the voiceovers, even though I love them. So, thing is, it has been a long time since I have live streamed Getting Over It. I mean, I think I may have done a few of them after I beat the game, but they're all shit, to be honest. Really, the only main thing was back before I beat the game. I used to live stream it. Like, I tried, it was like the summer, I would do it like every day from like 11:30. It was awesome. I loved it. Everybody else seemed to love it. I even get like, sometimes I even get 5 viewers, which sounds horrible, but listen, for me, that was a new record. So, anyway, I decided I'm going to do this again. And I actually tried to live stream earlier today, but it wound up being a huge disaster. Only my friends joined, and I started talking just shit, and it was just a really big disaster. I couldn't focus on actually streaming properly when it was just my friends in the chat, so I decided to go back to Getting Over It, because let's be real, this is what my streams used to be. And like I was trying to say this earlier, don't be fooled by the Black Pot. I've beat this game like 36, 37 times, somewhere in the 30s. I've beaten it a lot of times. No! But it's kind of unfortunate that I have to get all those wins again on this computer, but you know what? It's alright. It's a journey we'll enjoy together. So, honestly, this game is so chill. So basically what I'm going to do is, just kind of going to play it out, talk about some kind of cool stuff. I currently don't have viewers, but a big mistake I think I'm making is looking at the viewers, and if I don't have any viewers, I'm not really talking about anything interesting, and I'm just ignoring it, which is not a good thing. That's not how streaming works. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about some serious stuff here. I don't know, actually. It's been so long. What I used to do when I was live streaming this is I would come up with like cool, kind of almost philosophy-like ideas that I would go and plan about talking. But it's been so long, it would feel so unnatural for me to start doing that. But I'm sure as I get used to the Getting Over It streaming lifestyle, I'll go back to it. So, without further ado, welcome to the stream. If anybody's gonna join, to be honest, doesn't matter if anybody joins. It'd be pretty cool, but you know, this is bringing back memories. I used to come up here after like 2 hours of streaming, and I just miserably fail Orange. Now look at me. Yeah, it's a big change. It's a big change, to be honest. How am I doing this so well? I don't know how I'm doing this properly right now. So, basically, the plan for this stream, if you don't know, oh, that's not good. Why is this place so grippy? I'm being honest, Orange Hell should not be this grippy. I don't know what's going on, but Orange Hell should not be this grippy. I shouldn't be able to set my pot down on Orange Hell. It's way too easy. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know, I'm not gonna question it. So, as we climb up, I want to just speak about this game for a little bit, because honestly, a lot of people hate this game. A lot of people think it's like such a trashy game. A lot of people are like, oh my god, imagine playing this game. Like, they rage through it and they say, holy shit, I hate this game. But to be honest, it is one of my favorite games. I mean, Minecraft's definitely my top. I mean, I'm going to say Bloons Tower Defense 6, that's also pretty fun, but this is definitely within that top 3. I don't know if it's number 2 or number 3. It might be number 2, considering how it's affected me. Like, I know it's gonna sound stupid, but like this game has like absolutely changed who I am in many ways, which is why I appreciate it. It's a game not many people have appreciation for, and honestly, it's fine that most people will probably never want to play this game. Because, like he says in the preview, it's only for, like, specific people. Now, I'm saying that as if, like, I'm bragging, like, I have what it takes to climb. No, I'm not trying to brag. What I'm trying to say is, the reason I wound up playing this in the first place was because I remember watching a YouTube video on it. I remember watching the guy, and as he was beating it, I was like, damn, I probably shouldn't be watching, like, a YouTube video on the guy already beating this. I'm like, I should be playing this myself. I should be discovering it myself. But regardless, I was like, you know what, it's only because there's no way I'm going to be convincing enough to spend $5 on this. So, unfortunately, that's just how it was. Watching a YouTube video on it. And I remember the quotes, the reason I got into this game originally was, I mean, at first, I just kind of saw some random YouTuber play it and rage and quit. Like, they fell off. It was George, so, like, after he fell off, he didn't rage, but he basically just quit after falling from Orange Hell. And he fell all the way back to the bottom. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What happened was, I got a virus on my computer, and by that I mean I got many viruses. I used to be playing on this Anarchy server, and when I did, I wound up, I need higher sensitivity. So, I would play on this Anarchy server, and my friend had Impact installed. So he was actually playing properly. He had hack clients. He was using X-Ray. But you know, I play Minecraft way more than him. And you see, he was doing other stuff, and I wanted to be grinding. But I knew it was basically pointless for me to go mining for diamonds without like X-Ray or hacks or baritone and any of that. Because on this server, what the hell is the point? I'm just gonna be practically wasting my time. So I thought, okay, I guess I could do this. But something was going on with me. I don't know why I didn't want to use hack clients. I don't know if I wanted to like take on the challenge of Anarchy server no hacks, or if I just really didn't want to install them. Regardless of what my thought process was, I decided I was going to... Am I on perfect graphics? I'm on stream. So I decided I wanted to install a X-Ray texture pack. Nothing too crazy. X-Ray texture pack, rather than doing that, rather than installing like Impact or something that actually gave me a major hand, I'm gonna install an X-Ray texture pack. Now, what's funny is the biggest demise, the reason this demise happened was because my dad had installed virus protection on the laptop I was using. So every time like the very first time I was downloading something else, some other thing. I was downloading a different texture pack for like Bedrock, and X-Ray texture pack for Bedrock, so I could. It's a long story, so why I was gonna use it, but that's the story for another time. It's not really a good story either, just a long one, I guess you could say. And anyway, that aside, I remember I was super stressed before downloading, because I was like, oh my god, what if it's a virus? I was super scared, and I pressed download, and the virus section was like, oh, scanning for viruses. I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's going to scan for viruses. I don't even have to worry. And ever since then, I was super chill. Every time I downloaded something, that thing popped up, scan for viruses, virus-free, download it. It was awesome. So when it came to downloading this texture pack, I was simply rushed past the whole, just click download, and the download virus protection didn't protect me from it. It didn't scan at that time. It turns out I didn't even install the texture pack. I installed a virus, basically. I literally just clicked on a virus link. I was uneducated, just didn't know what I was doing. So I got a virus, and let's see my clear time before I finish this. Why did my game crash? No way! 9 minutes? That's a new record! Oh, it saved my wins. Oh my god, I can't believe I just clicked that. Yeah, I'm streaming this. I can't believe I just clicked that. Okay. So, basically, what was I gonna say? I installed a ton of viruses, and I remember them all messing with me, and I was like, okay, I don't know what any of this is. I'm just gonna try and play some Minecraft. I tried to play some Minecraft, logged onto the Anarchy server, I was having fun, and then not much time passed by before things started to get very bad. Very bad indeed. So what I wound up doing is that everything was doing weird. My Chromebook seemed to have like all this shit installed in it. It was like scanning for new things. It was like scanning for new updates, scanning for this, scanning for that. All this software looked like it was designed for like the oldest damn computer in existence. So I wound up having many viruses on my computer, and I spent like basically 2 full days on a call with my friend who's really smart in tech stuff. Like, trust me, this kid knows more about tech than the man who invented computers. Steve Jobs. I'm gonna sound stupid if he didn't invent computers. He was probably like, my friend's probably gonna be in the chat. He's gonna be like, you see, Steve Jobs actually invented the computer software, while James Naismith actually invented the computer itself. James Naismith is the man who invented basketball, just so you know. But yeah. Anyway, all you need to know is he's smart with computers and all that. So we spent so long trying like everything, and I was sad. I mean, I was having a lot of fun on the Anarchy server, and all I wanted to do was just go back, play around, have some fun. But I had officially thrown in the towel. I was exhausted mentally from doing all this. I mean, it was taking so much time, and finally, I threw in the towel. So I sat down on my beanbag, tried to make the best of things, and I was like, you know what? I might as well go rewatch that old video about that guy when he was playing Getting Over It. I mean, that was a funny video. I might as well rewatch it. So I did, and one thing that has stuck with me the most is he falls, and there goes this quote, and he goes, this thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. By Mary Pickford. That quote hit me like a truck, and I was like, I have to give this another shot. I'm like, I'm gonna give this one more shot. And so I started doing some more research, and eventually I finally came to the next conclusion, where it turned out all I needed to do is download a different thing. So download a different launcher. So I still don't know what happened. I'll get back to that story and what happened in a minute, but I want to point out that I still don't know what really happened and why it broke. But I do have a pretty good assumption. I'm pretty sure what happened was... By the way, if my audio is bad and I'm like talking really loud, say that, because I could fix that in a minute. I could just adjust my microphone or all that. Or adjust settings if something's too loud. So, as I was saying, what was I saying? I was talking about my... Oh yeah, what I'm pretty sure happened is, upon deleting all this stuff that was used probably as a virus, we went in, me and my friend, the first step that we had to do was get rid of all the viruses. The second step was trying to fix Minecraft. My guess is, as we went through uninstalling anything that seemed malicious or anything, we must have made a mistake and gotten rid of something that we didn't think was important that must have been crucial to starting up Minecraft properly. And that is how it must have been something very small, because Minecraft, it was a very specific thing. Like, single player would work, but I don't think it was very good up to par. But like multiplayers or servers would automatically crash due to the SE binary failing. And there was like things you could do if I lowered all of my settings super low down, as if I was trying to get a higher frame rate. I could survive in like the Q server of 99T, but then the real server would crash me. Also, I still don't understand why Orange Hell is so unslippery. I mean, it's like, this doesn't even make any sense, but yeah, who cares? I still have a black pot, which is very interesting to notice why I have a black pot, even though it's said I won 38 times. But I'm pretty sure it's just because, well, new computer. And maybe it saves it there, but not here. I don't know, it's weird. So what wound up happening is I still don't know exactly why this. I still don't know exactly what happened. All I know is a new launcher fixed everything. I used Technic Launcher, which was made for like installing like weird mods and all that, but it worked just fine. It did the trick, and I could play again. And honestly, I was so happy. It was one slight issue with it, which is that like nobody's skin loaded. But that eventually got fixed when I stopped using Technic Launcher and started using AT Launcher because of a whole different reason. I think it was because like Mojang Microsoft accounts, because I wound up getting my own account. That's a whole other thing. I wound up switching. Everything was fine. And that is, I was talking about my love for getting over it, and I went on to that huge, long side tangent. But let me go back to talking about the game. So, this game, that's just where one quote has affected me. But as a whole, like, the quotes that have been given to me in this game have really, it's not only helped me through, but it's also helped me help other people. We went on this trip over the summer. My brother, if anybody knows me in real life watching this, I have a brother. And, honestly, I look up to this guy. He's honestly, like, he's the best, honestly. And there's a lot of stories I have with him, but right now I'm going to try and mark those off and go with a more serious story. So over the summer, this is the last half of the summer that I get to spend with him, because he was going away to college. Sad, very sad. But COVID had pushed our trip that we were going on back by a year, or forward by a year, I guess you could say. And I am forever thankful for that, because having the opportunity to spend that extra time with him was amazing, because I got to, having that extra time to spend with him, it meant a lot more, because it was a week out in the wilderness, no cell service, hiking through Yosemite, backpacking. We had, we talked to each other about, like, important stuff. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm not going to get into a lot of that, but I want to say that trip has definitely been, like, one of my biggest highlights. It was not only that, it was like a tough trip, so it was very rewarding when we finally made it to the other side of the park, or the national park and all that. But my brother is an extremely social person. He loves talking to people. He's super social. He's awesome. But he was having a hard time not being able to talk to people, and all that, his friends, girlfriend, and all that. It was tough for him, especially because he was going away to college soon. And I'm not going to get into a lot of other details, but mainly it was just hard for him. We were all struggling a lot. I mean, I'm not that heavy. I don't have a lot of extra fat to burn, to be honest. So, I wound up, I was constantly hungry that trip, but the whole trip was a struggle for everybody. It was tough, but my brother was struggling a lot socially, because he couldn't talk to people properly, and that's like his thing. So I wound up speaking some quotes for this, and I helped him out a lot actually. He was like, "How are you pulling these quotes out of your ass?" But this game has helped me a lot. I mean, I've got a lot of good memories of this, and upon my first time beating this, as I was floating up, as I was listening to the credits and all that, I was remembering all of my past failures, all my rages along the way, the pain I felt, and I was remembering, and I was like, wow, reflecting on my journey, and it was truly a moment I wish I could go back to at times. I wish I could recreate that moment. I was so happy that morning when I beat it, and for the rest of the day, at least for a good portion of the day, I was so sad, because I mean, this game had become such a big part of me. It's literally become such a huge part of me since then, and I just lost it, and I was really sad. So
No.
I actually wound up making a song later, because I kind of make songs, I kind of make them, I kind of don't, but I wound up making a song. But it was just, I don't sing, because I'm bad at singing. I usually try and stay away from that. But what I wound up doing was, I made a song. My friend actually really dislikes the song. He says it's overplayed. But, what happened was, was I gonna say? Yeah, it was kind of about, like, I felt, after I beat this, it's gonna sound stupid and cringy, but, like, after I beat this, I felt like I had lost, I didn't have, like, any huge major goals upcoming. You know, this had been such, for 2 months, been, like, my ultimate goal. All I wanted after watching people do that, I wanted to be one of those people who would be, and I want to be, like, included in that. I have a very big drive for being, like, I just want to be there. I want to be included in that. Like, if you know me in real life, or if you know me on a personal, social level, you'll understand. So I wanted that so badly when I made it. It was a great thing. This game had become such a big part of me, and I lost that when I beat it. So I felt like I didn't have any major, like, huge goals I was working towards. Nothing stood out. And at this point, there is something that, like, I still feel a bit of an absence from this game, which is kind of sad. But, you know, that's kind of nothing good can say, you know. Anything, for better or for worse, good or bad, nothing is gonna stay, ever. You know, you gotta move on with it. You know, something's gonna change, and you just have to think. I think of the good old days a lot. I mean, I remember back a while ago, I used to wish I could go back in time to how I used to be. You know, the old days, I would go downstairs on my Xbox, I'd play with my best friend on the Xbox on the PlayStation 3 in my basement. And I built a huge 3D version of Minecraft because my mom was moving out at that time. So I used all the moving boxes to make Minecraft blocks. I literally constructed a Minecraft world in my room. It was so fun. I remembered all those times. I got so nostalgic. And I wish I could go back. I consider those the good old days. And now I'm just thinking, then I was so sad about what I had. I was like, God, I can't believe it. I can't believe what I had back then. It was so great. And then I was comparing it to my current life. I was like, damn, this all sucks compared to that. I can never work as a team with my best friend. All we ever do is argue when we're playing together. We never, like, work together on things. I miss that so much. And I just considered it a negative. And now I'm sitting here, like, a year or so later, thinking about that day. And I'm like, damn, I miss that day. I was sitting there. We had a whole world together. It was just me and him chilling, and now I miss that. Now I consider that the good old days. And I'm realizing now something that, especially, like, at this current moment, I am thinking back on those days and thinking, damn, I wish I didn't go back. Everything's changed so much. I mean, my friend has invited a ton of other people to our little old Minecraft world, and I'm hating it because it's changed completely. It's no longer our little thing, which is sad, but I'm realizing now that someday I'm gonna look back on this and I'm gonna think, damn, February 22nd, well, 2022 to 2021, those were the good old days. And I would have thought about how unhappy I was with the fact that, like, all these new people were joining it, and I would have thought, I'm like, damn, the stuff I would give to go back to have that many people active on this realm at the current moment. And this is what I'm saying I realize now. I was actually about to quit the Minecraft world that I had sunken so much into. I was going to quit the whole thing. I was going to try and play it solo. And literally just talking this out with my viewers I have one viewer. I don't even know who it is. Just talking it out with them has honestly made me realize I'm going to regret this decision, and I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to wind up leaving the realm, and I'm going to think back on this day and be like, I had it so good. I had like all these close friends, and I gave it all up because I don't even know why. I would have killed to be in this situation back then. So I'm gonna see that side of things, and I'm gonna do that. So honestly, my last stream was a disaster. If you were there, and I mean, here I am now. Anyway, if anybody here I got 2 viewers actually, which is pretty cool. It's just cool that it's cool that people will spend time from their day. there's people that are bored scrolling through YouTube, and they'll click on this like, who's this Wombat Yo guy playing Getting Over It? They're like, all right, let me go check this guy out. It's just cool to me that people are actually taking time out of their day to watch my video, which is, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So when I start gaining viewers, I start getting scared. Like, I just finished like a major thought that was for what? How long? I've been streaming for 25 minutes, mainly talking about one specific thing, and I just finished that thought as I gained another viewer. So now I don't really know what to talk about, but I'm sure inspiration will come to me. I mean, this game really never lets me down. It's a beautiful game. I mean, the music, the dialogue, the message. Yeah. Oh, man, I have a lot to figure out, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I need to know. There's a lot of stuff I need to get figured out, and I don't know why, but something about what I'm doing right now is really waking up an inner side of me that I didn't even know really existed. Now I'm thinking about, there's a lot of stuff I need to get figured out. I mean, there's so much I don't know what path I'm taking. It just got really serious. I mean, this whole thing has been serious. I don't know. Just a lot of stuff I gotta get figured out. I don't know if I've been good. I try hard to make sure I'm accepted, to make sure I'm contributing and all that. I try hard and all that. I don't know. One of my biggest fears, actually, my greatest, actually, if I'm being honest, is that I don't have any real friends. And that everybody is just, I'm that one kid that everyone just kind of feels bad for and talks to. Like, there's a kid I know who's basically a social outcast that I don't know how to tell him I can't talk to anymore. But at the same time, there's 3 people he talks to, and we're not really his friends. We talk bad about him because of all the things he's done and how we're gonna try and cut contact with him. But we're like the last people he thinks are friends. I mean, it hit me hard when he said, like, thinking back on it now, he said, like, I'm like the one light in his day. And like, I'm the only reason he still looks forward to going to school each day. And like that, thinking about back on that now, how much that hurts my soul to think that, like, I've asked, like, what if that's me? What if all my friends don't? Like, I guess it's a stupid thought, to be honest. I've spent like my number one, absolute number one. I've spent so many hours with him. I mean, there's no way he can't be a real friend, but it still scares me. I've still been told rumors that, like, don't have any real friends or anything like that, and that all my friends talk shit about me behind my back, and that I'm that one annoying kid in the friend group. I've been told that so many times, and I think it's from, honestly, it's gonna sound crazy, I'm allowed to say, the person who does it the most is my number one friend, because I have told him my biggest weakness, and within like a few days or like a week or something, or maybe like it may have even been that current day. Definitely no, it wasn't that current day, but like not long after, we got into a big argument with each other, and he already started using my greatest weakness against me and all that, which, you know what, I'm not gonna get into that. He's a great friend. I mean, I appreciate him. Without him, I don't even know where I would be, but it's been told to me many times that, like, I'm that one kid in the friend group that everyone's like, it's him again, he's coming over. Like, it's been told to me many times. At this point, I don't even know if it's a joke anymore, but I try not to think of it. I mean, I might be being overly conscious about all this, but, it's just one of my weak points. I mean, I'm just exposing my greatest. Honestly, anybody can come in here and watch this if they wanted. Who knows who's here? Who knows who's not? I'm usually talking in the chat. I mean, my viewers has been kind of jumping from time to time. We were at 3 earlier, but if you're here and you want to know serious stuff about me, I guess welcome. If you're here and I don't know you, I'm probably never going to see you in my entire life, but It's good. It's good knowing that there might be somebody who's actually been here for the whole time, or during this statement that I'm like telling all the. Honestly, it's funny that I'm more willing to reveal all these deep things on a live stream randomly than to my own goddamn therapist. I mean, I have a therapist. I hate talking. I don't know. There's something about talking to a therapist that just it really rubs me the wrong way. I don't like expressing all my. I'm a very guarded person. You wouldn't know from listening to this stream. I'm like an extremely guarded person. I don't like to share personal things or personal feelings or anything with anybody other than like maybe family or close or really really close friends. Which is it's kind of crazy to think that I'm just so easy to say all this on the live stream. It's like random people I might never see. Hopefully nobody. If it's somebody I know that's watching this and listening to this, that's gonna make me feel like, oh my god, I can't believe I just told them all this. But like at this point, I'm assuming that the one person left is somebody I don't even know, and it's interesting to think there's somebody out there right now just listen to this, listen to me struggle to find out who the hell I am as I repeatedly climb this mountain. Yeah, I mean this is definitely a fluke of a stream. I mean, I've talked about serious things before, but I've never gone to this level. I'm a very odd person, I guess you could say, but I mean, thing is, everything about someone, all these things that make us like, you know, all of our weaknesses, all of our strengths, all these weird things that you think like, oh, why is this person like this? Why is this person like that? Why is this person so loud? Why is this person so shy? Why is this person so quiet? A lot of those things originate from how you were raised. I'm the third child, so a lot of times, you know, my cries would go unanswered. There's been times where I've just not been able. And because of it, and like so many people know me as like that one kid who talks way too loud. I mean, a lot of times I'm told by my family members like, yo, quiet down, take it down a few notches. I'm like, this is my normal talking voice. And like, how? Like that you sound like you're shouting. I mean, I'm not shouting, but like it's loud. And I recently learned that it's probably because when I was like really young, I wound up having to adapt. That was like what I had to do in order to be noticed, it's crazy when I think about that, like how deep everything goes. I honestly find that crazy. So if you're still here, if you're a loyal viewer, I don't know who you are, but I'm hoping I don't know you in person, because it's just something about talking to someone completely random like this that honestly it's cool. So if you are like this, I mean, I don't know, a lot of people don't like to talk in chat, they just like to have it on the background. I've had a lot of viewers and I've asked them to talk in chat or something, because I guess I ran out of talking points. And what happened was, nobody did. So there's a lot of people who just don't want to talk in chat. And if that's you, I mean, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind. But I really hope this person attends as many of my live streams as they can. I would advise only attend. If you are here, if you enjoy what I'm saying, I would greatly suggest, if you enjoy this kind of stream, me talking about like really serious things, perhaps giving advice if you're going through something hard, because I would gladly do that, but, you know, not often somebody's just going to go into a live stream and talk about something hard. But know that, you know what, I don't know who you are, but if you're struggling, everybody's fighting their own battles, so if you're struggling, I'm always here to help you out. I'm going to try and start streaming this more often, and if you wanna, I'd appreciate, it'd be cool if I got like an actual regular to these things, so I don't know, it's cool. Bit of a odd stream, to be honest. I've never like said this kind of. Hey, hold on a second. Don't say a single thing. Don't say a single thing. Okay, I apologize for that. Someone just walked in, but no worries. Just gonna try this a bit. Anyway, so how have you been? Oh, yeah, we hit 2 viewers. This is like honestly peak popularity. I mean, those big YouTubers out there, I don't know who they think they're, like Mr. Beast, all that. Like, imagine they can't compete with me. I mean, 2 viewers. I mean, let's be real. Can't compete. I'm top YouTuber in the world. I mean, best YouTuber in the world. I'm world's most viewed. You know, it's just one of those things, I guess. Are you gonna get out of my room?
I'm looking for Tia Pepper's rainbow. Where can you help me find?
I'll help you find the damn rainbow. Okay, look.
Well,
Excuse this interruption. If you leave, I will be greatly sad. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's fine. We're back. Don't worry. We're back up to 2 viewers. So, what was it? I don't know. What was I talking about? I was talking about, like, actual serious stuff. Something about this game, it's really embraces a very serious part of me. But, I mean, yeah, I was saying, like, you're here, you're going through something. I probably don't know you personally. You're probably never gonna see me in real life. You're probably never gonna meet me. I'm never gonna judge you. I mean, it's like something in me has made me not comfortable to speak to my own therapist. I feel like sweaty and uncomfortable and guarded while talking to my own therapist. But when I'm talking to some random person on a live stream, I love it. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm just talking about all this, and I think it's because of the fact that I know I'm never gonna see you, no matter what, and what you think of me doesn't matter. And that's a mindset that I feel like everybody needs to have. And it doesn't matter, you know, like, look, when you're going through high school and all that, it's very easy to get stressed, to get embarrassed, like, I can't believe it. A lot of people will probably miss out on a lot of stuff in their high school years because they don't want to get embarrassed. They try and be like, they stay low because they're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. If I do this, if I ask this person out and they reject me, it's going to be the most awkward thing. Like I said, I have this older brother, and he's honestly taught me things I don't know where I would get, and he's helped me through. He's opened me up to the mindset that 4 years is your high school experience. And after 4 years, unless you're a really close friend, you're never going to see any of these people again for the rest of your life. And 4 years, when you're still in high school, that sounds like a lot. It sounds like, oh my god, 4 years is a huge deal. But as you get older, he's told me, like, as you get older, you know, 4 years begins to seem like, that's nothing. In the grand scheme of your life, 4 years is nothing. So, what you have to do is you have to use high school, in my opinion, you have to kind of utilize high school because it's a gift given to you. High school is, you're not in the real world yet. I mean, things have definitely stepped up since elementary school, but once you get to high school, a lot of parts of life are opening up to you. But you have to utilize it as not a stage of your life. You can't utilize it as real life. I mean, I'm not saying go get addictions that'll last forever. I'm talking socially, you have to use it as a tool. You have to just say, you know what, fuck this. I don't care if I get embarrassed. Just try some stuff. See what happens. I mean, there's this kid I know. I mentioned him earlier. He's a social outcast. Everyone hates this kid. But you know what? His family's super closed about talking about a lot of things, and, you know, he can't talk about all this stuff. But, you know, he tried something. It didn't work. He gets a clean slate, and he knows that when he hits college, college is the last clean slate you got in life. So if you don't do stuff during your high school years, you're gonna miss out. High school is gonna be so useful for just trying stuff. I mean, you could do whatever you want. You could just do something, and it doesn't matter if you get embarrassed. Because you know what? it's just a tool. You see what works, and you use those skills out in the real world. So, you know, you gotta get out of your comfort zone because. Hello? Okay, so unfortunately something has come up. I actually have to leave this stream. I want to say, see, every time I hit like my peak viewers for a stream as I'm about to do my outro. It's crazy, but this has been probably my favorite stream yet. Honestly, I've had a lot of fun here, and if you enjoyed this, look out. I will do another stream as soon as possible. I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I go like and subscribe so you don't miss the new video, but if you actually don't want to miss a new video, maybe even if you don't want to subscribe, and then once I make my new videos, you can turn off notifications, you can stop subscribing and all that, you know, who cares. But if you, because I don't know, you guys seem to have fun here, and I'll see you all later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. I mean, it was great. I mean, talking this stuff out, it was quite fun, quite interesting, something I've never done before, for the most part. So I guess I'll see you all later, and